Hi, my name is Jaime Arturo Gutierrez. Success story of diplomatic media in the resolution of disputes. There are several successful cases in the history of diplomacy that had led to the resolution of international disputes. In this video, the case of the Paris Peace Agreement in 1973 will be especially addressed. The choice of this diplomatic success is due to the great impact it brought to the history for being one of the most media-friendly on a political, economic, and pacifist level at the international level. We hope you like it, enjoy. In 1973, Paris Peace Agreement, the end of the Vietnam War. Introduction. The 1973 Paris Peace Agreement, which marked the conclusion of the United States military involvement in the Vietnam War, stands as an iconic example of diplomacy. Amid a long and destructive conflict, this agreement not only signified the end of a bloody war, but also had a profound impact in the international responsibilities of the society. We will dive into the background terms and consequence of the Paris 1973 Agreement of Peace. Thank you very much.
The Vietnam War was a complex and protracted conflict involving the north of Vietnam, backed by the Soviet Union and China, and South Vietnam, supported by the United States and the Western nations. The conflict spanned nearly 2 decades and resulted in the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people and incalculable suffering for the Vietnamese populations. The reasons behind the U.S. involvement in the war were varied and include concerns about the spread of communism in Asia and the desire to preserve U.S. credibility on the international stage.
Negotiations in terms of the peace agreement. Negotiations leading to the 1973 Paris Peace Agreement in 1968, but extended for several years to the complexity of the uses at stake. Finally, in January, the 1973 an agreement was reached in the end to USA military involvement in Vietnam. The primary points of the agreement include 1. An immediate ceasefire, 2. The withdrawal of USA forces from South Vietnam, 3. The release of prisoners of war on both sides, 4. Respect for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Vietnam. Consequence of the Paris Peace Agreement.
Paris Peace Agreement brought several significant consequences. In first place, the end of Vietnam War. The agreement marked the cessation of the U.S. military involvement in Vietnam and signaled the withdrawal of U.S. forces. In second place, division of Vietnam. Despite the ceasefire, the war Vietnam continued until 1975 when northern forces ultimately captured Saigon, the capitals on the south. In third place, impact on U.S. policy. The Vietnam conflict had a profound impact on U.S. policy. It generated a strong engagement with foreign military interventions. In fourth place, legacy of the Vietnam War. The Vietnam War left deep scars on both American and Vietnamese societies, and its legacy continues to be a subject of debate and reflection today.
Hi, the problem analyzed in this study is the use of diplomatic means of the principle of painful settlement of international disputes and the application to international conflicts. The hypothesis proposed in the it is impossible as demonstrated and verified by factual evidence in the international systems. Consequently, the work has been divided and examines the following topics: negotiation, mediation, good office, investigation, and conciliation. The main conclusion we reached is that diplomatic means of painful settlement and window used to contribute to the resolution of international conflicts. In Mexico, there is a lot of evidence that this medium has fulfilled an important purpose in terms of imparting justice.
Paris Peace Agreement brought end and one of the most devastating wars of the 20th century and marked a turning point in the American diplomatic history. Despite the complexities and the controversies surrounding the Vietnam War, this agreement represents a concerted effort and protect conflict and paved the way for the peace. Its legacy endures the reminder of the human and political cost of war and the importance of diplomacy in the resolving international conflicts.